Okay. With that? Awesome. So now let's enter into the next slide. So awareness is key to peace. If you want peace, okay, awareness. Okay. So you take responsibility for the words you utter to you and to others. What do you think will happen? So now let's enter into the next slide. Reduction in the inner space. So awareness is your key to peace. If you want peace, bring awareness. The amount of inner chatters. So when you take the responsibility for the words you utter to you and to others, what do you think will happen? The sage Patanjali reduction in the words in the inner space will Yogasya, which means pratamam inner chatters. The amount of inner chatters will go down continuously inside you. Okay, he said you have the first step towards yoga is the reduction in the words you create inside you. Yogasya, when you bring integrity, the words inside and outside will drop drastically. So you will bring awareness to what you are saying and committing to. Say the first step towards yoga is the reduction in the words you create inside you. Your capacity to fulfill when you bring the integrity will also drastically. A beautiful and enriching virtuous awareness to what you are saying. Practice that is the key. Committing to. How to automatically your authenticity will increase. Increasing your authenticity, your capacity to fulfill the word will also increase. A beautiful, enriching, virtuous cycle begins when you practice how to start moving in the virtuous circle of living with integrity, raising yourself in spiritually with integrity and authenticity. Okay, so I just want to repeat what he said. The first step towards yoga is reduction in the words you. When you create more silence instead of words, you can only do that when you live with integrity. So the whole key purpose of more silence, which means more peace, is to live with integrity. The words you give, the words inside and outside will drop dramatically. Okay. Next slide. So the words that is perverted, hurting yourself, is guilt. The words that is hurting others is violent. The words that go on expanding you is desire. So the commitments that constantly keeps you in a state of completion, you will experience the state of completion, purnatva, and expansion. Next slide. If you just decide from this moment, I will honor the words I utter to others and me as my life, the inner thoughts and inner chattering will drastically reduce. A huge breakthrough in your thinking process will happen, because the moment you become aware of the thought and word you give to you and to others, you will know whether your thoughts is from ego, jealousy, or arrogance, and immediately you will complete it and correct it. You will create so much good health in you with this breakthrough in your thinking. Each new cell creates in the space of integrity will transform your body so that it expresses vibrant health. If you want vibrant health, start working on your level of integrity, because how you say, all that is going to penetrate into the cell. So let every cell that get created in the space of integrity, then naturally you will experience vibrant health. Health comes in the form of living with integrity. If you constantly, use all these words from ego, from jealousy, from arrogance, from negativity only, negative emotions, then obviously you're going to create a lot of health issue, because that's where your thinking process is, is created, right? So work on how you talk to yourself, whether it's from ego, whether it's from jealousy, arrogance, and change that. Have a breakthrough in your thinking. Next slide. So here's another practice. He says, every morning, the moment you wake decide consciously and repeat to yourself, from this moment, I will honor the words I utter to myself and others as my life. Just these conscious statements. From this moment, I will honor the words I utter to myself and others as my life. No more loose words, just response, or just say for the sake of saying only. This will act as a powerful mantra and a reminder throughout the day. Okay, the moment you open your eyes, sit upright and declare this statement. From this moment, I honor the words I utter to myself and others as my life. And from that, because you created consciously the moment you're inside you, wonging inside you, vibrating inside you to remind you again and again throughout the day, don't say things unnecessarily. Next slide. So, next slide is integrity increases with awareness. Understand? See, the more and more you live with integrity, you just bring a heightened awareness. With integrity, not only will you honor the words and compliments you give to you and others, but you will constantly live in a space where less words are created. You must learn to make compliments consciously so that you have enough time, energy, and space to fulfill those compliments. The great enlightened sage Ramakrishna Paramhamsa says again and again, this is, I think, Menmuk Ikaru. It means you unite the heart and speech. Your heart, how you feel, and your words needs to be in congruence, need to be aligned. Don't think one thing in your heart but say another thing through your mouth. Then you're living as a fragmented being. Your heart and your speech doesn't align. Okay, next slide. So integrity is not just about living as per your word. It is about creating a space where you carry less words, so that the words you commit to yourself and others, you commit to others, can be fulfilled by you. Listen. Listening, last chapter when we talk about listening, Shravana, has to be done with awareness. So internalizing manana has to be done with continuous with awareness, right? So when you use words with consciousness, you will naturally use fewer words, because you'll be aware that those words are shaping your life. You will use words that really, really you mean it. Not saying like 100 words without meaning anything. You will only use maybe 10 words, but you mean it. You know you're going to make it happen. Okay? Instead of more words, less words. Next slide. So here's another practice. Please note it down. Say, for the next 24 hours, work on carrying less word within you. Work on reducing your inner chatters. Whenever you become aware, continuously stop the endless flow of words inside you. Just stop and just unclutch and come back to the silence. If you again have more words, again rein yourself back, unclutch and silence. Okay? So this is a practice that Swamiji gives for next 24 hours. If you want to start becoming aware of the words you give to yourself. Next slide. Okay, so now let's do a short silent meditation. So I'm going to play Mahabharata for about 11 minutes. Do you have time to?
welcome you all with my love.
So sit.
Let you all
Remember
your three eyes.
what you heard from Swamiji today. Contemplate on that. Relax. Open your eyes. So we finished the last few slides. I hope you guys get a better insight on living with integrity. Yeah? Now you know why, huh? How things happen in our life, just because of the words we're giving to ourselves and others. Okay? So this fourth chapter has got a lot of details. So in the next two sessions, I'm going to still work on integrity, more insights. So this one just a quick reminder for those of you who want to be part of the Enlightened Civilization and Nation, Kailasa, please let us know. We'll be happy to talk to you as e-citizen. You can contact any of Raja Sabha members. Next slide. So another exciting announcement, which just got announced a couple of weeks ago, that Swamiji is going to host this United Ancient Nations that is going to present the Paramashiva Sena delegate training program in Antigua. Okay, this is happening in Antigua in the month of June, and apparently it's a very exotic place. So if you are interested, let us know. Antigua and Barbuda. This is the place. It's an island itself. The government of Antigua and Barbuda has invited Swamiji to host the Paramashiva Sena program to train the delegates. So Swamiji is encouraging all of us to join for this training. So if you're interested, let me know. Next slide. So next week we're going to continue with part 2 of Integrity Sampurti, which is in lesson number 9. So as he going to review in more detail second part about living with integrity. Okay, so with that, if there's no further question, I would like to conclude. It's good that we end early. Any question? No question? Shall we end? Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Saubham Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Paruta Paramastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you, Nithyanandam. See you on next week.